I'm going to read out the manifesto names. Armin Melkonian, Trisha Crane, Amy Oxtokolis, David Yaguchi.
Hi. My name is Armin Melkonian, the founder of Residocracy. Some people know me as the Antichrist of Heinz, but I'm really just the founder of Residocracy. Sure. So, a lot of people think Residocracy was born because of the Heinz Project, and it wasn't. Residocracy was an evolution after a report that I wrote. Minor details, big implications of the Bergamot area plan. So this zoning ordinance update that we're having is really the codification of our new general plan, a revision of our general plan in 2010 loose. And in that report that I just mentioned, I did an analysis of why the loose was faulty from day one. And it was a technical reason. It's reconsideration is what we just heard, but it's not reconsideration. It's revisiting the EIR of the loose that's required. So the loose itself, we've heard that is a document of policies of a fantastic Santa Monica. The pictures are nice, everything sounds great, but it's based on an EIR which had forecasts of growth based on SCAG projections and Department of Finance projections. What it did not do is it did not consider the growth-inducing impacts of the loose itself. So what does that mean? That means let's assume that the loose went way overboard. And it took every single family lot in Santa Monica and zoned it for a high-rise density development. But yet we said, oh, there's only going to be 100 people growing in Santa Monica every year. Those were the growth projections. But the growth-inducing impacts of that act of upzoning was not considered. And it was not considered for any of the upzoning of the loose, or the impacts of the loose, the Tier 3 developments, the bonuses, none of that was considered. So the foundation of the loose was messed up. So it's not that we need a revisiting of the zoning ordinance. We need to start from scratch. We need a new EIR. We need real analysis which tells us what the impacts are. That's why you have so many angry residents, because they're seeing the impacts now. After 2.5 years, we have as many development projects in the pipeline as were projected over 20 years of the loose. That's a problem. So, when I wrote my report, the only comment that I got after that report was silence. Except for one planning staff member told me, don't ever submit engineering plans in Santa Monica. You will never be approved. That was the response to my report. And that's why Residocracy was born. What we need now is a new EIR before this process continues. And the reason that I set up that report was a legal challenge to the loose itself. Technically, an EIR cannot be challenged after 30 days after passing, unless there is new information in front of the council that requires them to look at it, and they don't. Then that opens up a new 30-day process upon the passing of a specific plan, which relies on the EIR. And that's what that Bergamot report was supposed to do. However, a lawsuit requires a lot of time and a lot of money, which I don't have. And Residocracy was born for that purpose. So Residocracy will be putting an e-petition on our website in the next few weeks that if an EIR is not revisited and redone for the zoning ordinance, then Residocracy will pull a referendum. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Good evening, I'm Tricia Crane, and I'm a member of Residocracy.